Hey guys, how's it going? It's Killer, and today I'm gonna do a very different video, tutorial maybe. I apologize for the messy room. This wasn't a planned video, this is scripted because I was gonna record a video on how to do some really wonky, really weird FM basses in Vital, and then I was making a story showing off my camera gear here for my YouTube tutorials, and I was thinking, why don't I show you guys how I make dubstep tutorials? So this video I'm going to show you the complete process from start to finish on making those tutorials. Well, not start to finish, because I'm going to make a tutorial you guys are going to be able to watch. So you guys want to learn how to make a really cool FM bass in Vital, very weird, very wonky, then subscribe so that you guys can see that video. But right now I'm going to show you the step-by-step on how I prepare for making dubstep tutorials. And it starts with prepping the camera here. So let's unmount the camera here and show you guys quickly what we're running with. So this is a Sony a6700. It's very modified, it's very rigged out. This is not my usual setup for making YouTube tutorials. This is more of my filmmaking setup because I do work on film and it's a side hobby. It's not my main hobby, but I do enjoy making short films, documentaries, wedding videos and all that, and this is a fantastic rig for that. A bit overkill for dubstep tutorials, but hey, if I already have the really cool, really high quality camera, why not use it for dubstep tutorials, right? So actually starting with the tutorial, we have our DAW, we have our FL Studio, and usually what I do is I sit down in the chair, I look at the projects that I'm working on. So for example, if I'm making a tear-out drop or something like that, I look at what I'm working with, my music, and I think, okay, what sound did I made, or what sound do I have that I want to show you guys how to make? And so for example, right now I'm working on a project. It's a very early project for Black Lotus Audio, which is a common sponsor of the channel. This video isn't sponsored by Black Lotus Audio, though it'd be very funny if it was sponsored by Black Lotus Audio. So I'm working because they commissioned a hybrid trap pack for Vital. So I'm working on Vital sounds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make basses sounds for that pack. They're gonna be very unique, very awesome. And so I'm gonna make a tutorial on that. I'm gonna show you guys how to make that bass, so that if you guys want to make those basses, you can just follow along the tutorial and see how they're made. You guys can see how the sounds from Black Lotus Audio are made. If you guys want to purchase or buy sounds by Black Lotus Audio, then you guys are getting a full-on tutorial, a full-on showcase on how the sounds are done, so you guys can see that they're really high-quality sounds because they're made by me. Of course, I'm going to say they're high-quality sounds. Sound designer for a lot of the packs, not everyone. There's a few packs that I didn't make. They're also really good, so I'm sure that the producers that worked on those packs are also really great producers. But I like to show you guys my process on making sounds because I know that not everyone can afford packs, and I know that not a lot of people are gonna buy those packs anyways. So I don't want you guys to like be limited to a paywall that you guys need to buy these packs to get these sounds. You can just follow along with the tutorial, and following along, then you can just like make the sounds yourself. Or if you're lazy and you guys want to make sure that you're buying good sounds, and you can sort of fall into the ads, something like that. So that's sort of like starting with the concept, the idea on how to make a video. So then I load up OBS here, which is, I'm gonna select here my YouTube scene here. So I load up OBS here. This is what I use to record my tutorials. The Arturia MiniFuse 4 is perfect for this. This is probably the best audio interface if you're gonna be making tutorials, because I use the loopback feature. And this, what I do here is I select here my mic, which is a mic that's supposed to be here. It's right now not there, it's over in the boom mic over there. But I have one channel for the mic. I have a separate channel here for the loopback. This is recording the audio from the DAW, so I don't need to use FL Studio Audio. I can use the MiniFuse audio driver for that. It's really good because it gets better performance, a lot of technical details and all that. And then I do a really clean recording at like the max quality that OBS allows me, of screen catcher so I can edit, zoom in, zoom out if I want to do like some special editing and stuff like that. You guys can see we have some really nice lights for our videos here. Really good, really awesome. So now would be the part where I'm just talking, showing you guys how to make the bases and all that, just playing around with FL Studio. So I'm sitting in this desk chair, right, just like making sounds, whatever. I finish recording, I save the recording, and usually I used to edit on Adobe Premiere Pro. No longer editing in Adobe Premiere Pro, just my shorts, my reels that I upload, but most of my tutorials are now being edited in probably the best video editor ever, DaVinci Resolve. It's very easy, very straightforward. I barely do any editing. I like to keep it raw, I like to keep it real. So if I do mistakes, a lot of the times you're gonna notice my mistakes and I'm gonna correct in the video. Let's see if I have, sadly I don't think I have any projects right now that I can show you guys. Maybe this tempo keys, if I still have raw files. Nope. But it's a very simple timeline. There's not a lot of cuts, as you can see. There's nothing editing special. I'm being very lazy with this video as well. But basically that's it. That really simple editing. I don't do anything special. If you guys want a more in-depth tutorial on video editing for YouTube tutorials, I can make that if you guys comment on a tutorial for video editing for YouTube tutorials, as well as thumbnails. I do the thumbnails on Photoshop. I'm very simple with the thumbnails, and I run a lot of experiments with the thumbnails. So I make 3 thumbnails for one video, and I have YouTube decide which of the 3 thumbnails is the best in a 5 to 7 day week, 1 week trial period. The thumbnail that gets the most click is going to be the final thumbnail. It's really cool. Allows me to learn and understand what thumbnails work best. But I have a very simple formula. A 3 to 5 word title on the thumbnail, a artist or a person in the video, the VSC that I'm using, and the DAW that I'm using. So that's it. That's literally what I do for every single thumbnail. I like to keep it simple as well. I like to not complicate things with the thumbnails. I like to keep it very minimal. I like to add a little bit of unique editing with some grains and all that, just to make it so that you know it's a sound killer tutorial and not a let's synthesize tutorial, or not a crow tutorial, or whichever other YouTube Dubstep producer is. It's a very nice way to make my branding. I think that if you guys see a thumbnail, you're gonna notice and you're gonna feel that's a sound killer tutorial, because it has a very distinctive style that I've sort of refined over the years. I've been making YouTube tutorials for maybe like, I believe 10 years now, give or take, something like that. Maybe a bit more, maybe a bit less, probably a bit more, because I started I think in 2014 to 2025, so maybe 11 years making dubstep tutorials. So I've sort of like speed up the process a lot. I've been very lazy lately with my tutorials. I haven't been uploading as much tutorials as I used to, because 10 years of dubstep tutorials is exhausting, and sometimes I feel like I don't have topics to make videos of, and I rely a lot on what you guys want to see. So I'm always reading comments. I'm always seeing tutorials from other YouTubers to see what's trending, what's in, because lately I don't listen to dubstep. I make a dubstep, I produce dubstep for myself, but I don't listen to dubstep. Like, I barely listen to Virtual Riot. Like, that's the only dubstep artist, Virtual Riot and Skrillex. Those are the only 2 artists that I listen to in the dubstep scene. Right now I'm listening more K-pop, so I'm listening to Blackpink. I saw K-pop Demon Hunters, got me hooked on the K-pop scene. If not, I'm listening hip-hop, trap, Travis Scott, Drake, 21 Savage, all of those kinds of more urban artists. I listen to Latin music, reggaeton, salsa. Not dubstep, not a lot of dubstep. I am listening to a lot of bass house. I've been getting very into bass house and hybrid trap. Those are the 2 genres that are really getting me into, very hyped. So probably you guys are gonna see a lot of more tutorials on those genres instead of dubstep. And that's basically it. That's how I do dubstep tutorials. That's how I do my YouTube videos on a daily basis. Well, not on a daily basis. I record on the weekends because on the weekdays I work very boring and very shit job, probably the worst job that I could ever have. I am a IT for my community college. If anyone from that college is looking at these videos, yeah, that job sucks. I'm honest about it. It's what pays the bills, so I have to do it anyways. So yeah. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. This was a very unique video. I've never done these sort of vlog style videos before. So if this video does good, I'll probably do it better with the actual cinema camera. So what do you guys think? Comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for the upcoming tutorial, and I'll see you in the next one.